Hello everyone, very good morning. As you know that in the previous video we had completed part 1 of your chapter 100 dresses. आज उसका ही दूसरा part the 100 dresses part 2 हम चालू कर रहे हैं. So I request all of you to open page number 73 of your textbook, first slide. While the class was circling the room, the monitor from the principal's office brought Miss Mason a note. Miss Mason read it several times and studied it thoughtfully for a while. Then she clapped her hands. Attention class, everyone back to their seat. अभी क्लास में सब लोग इकट्ठा हो रहे थे. मॉनिटर प्रिंसिपल की ऑफिस से एक नोट लेकर आता. मिस मैसन उसको पढ़ते एकदम केयरफुली पढ़ते. Then just she, this is a common gesture used by every teacher to make the class calm and controlled. Attention class, सब अपनी जगह पर. When the shuffling of feet had stopped and the room was still and quiet, Mason said, "I have a letter from Venda's father and that I want to read to you." वो प्रिंसिपल की ऑफिस से आई हुई नोट जो थी वो नोट नहीं थी. It was a letter from Venda's father. Miss Mason stood there a moment and the silence in the room grew tense and expectant. The teacher adjusted her glasses slowly and deliberately. Her manner indicated that what was coming. This letter from Venda's father was a matter of great importance. Everybody listened closely as Miss Mason read the brief note. Dear teacher, my Venda will not come to your school anymore. Jack also. Jack Bagel, जो उसका भाई जो आगे जीता था वो याद है. Now we move away to big city. No more holler polek, no more ask why funny name. Plenty of funny name in the big city. Yours truly, Jen Petronsky. हम बड़े शहर में जा रहे हैं. वहाँ पर कोई हमारी बच्ची को उसके नाम से नहीं चिढ़ाएगा क्योंकि there are so many people who have funny names in the city. और कहते हैं कि बड़ा जितना सिटी होता है वो people थोड़े broad minded, open minded होते हैं. तो they don't find it surprising or funny when somebody has a funny name. Right? जैसे कोई नई फैशन है तो people in city would accept it very quickly. वही छोटे टाउन में और कोई गांव में acceptable बनने में टाइम लगता है. तो पापा ने लिखा था उसके कि हम जा रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारी बच्ची को कोई वहां चिढ़ाएगा नहीं अपने नाम से. A deep silence made the reading of this letter. Miss Mason took off her glass, blew on them, wiped them on her soft white handkerchief. Then she put them on again and looked at the class. Then she spoke. Her voice was very. Then when she spoke, her voice was very low. Teacher थोड़ी सीरियस हो जाती है. मिस मैसन चश्मे निकाल कर साफ करती है, फिर से पहनती है. और जब बोलना शुरू किया तो देखा कि उसका वॉइस बहुत लो था. I am sure that none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feelings because his or her name happened to be a long, unfamiliar one. I prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. I know that all of you feel the way I do, that this is a very unfortunate thing to have happened. Unfortunate and sad both, and I want you all to think about it. टीचर को कहा जाता है, टीचर अपने बच्चों को कहती है कि देखो whatever happened, it's over, right? You people teased Venda as you all are small children. It is obvious for you to make fun of others, so it is possible that you may not be careful enough that you do not hurt anybody's feelings. इतने आप केयरफुल शायद नहीं रहोगे कि आप किसी की फीलिंग्स को हर्ट नहीं करना है, वो भूल जाओ. लेकिन जो हुआ वो हुआ, लेकिन अब से ध्यान रखो. वो टीचर किसी को ब्लेम नहीं करती है क्योंकि वो समझती है कि ये जो सामने बैठे हैं वो भी छोटे 13, 14, 15 साल के बच्चे. The first period was a study period. Mary tried to prepare her lesson, but she could not put her mind on her work. She had a very sick feeling in the bottom of her stomach. True, she had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Venda how many dresses she had in her closet, but she had said nothing. She had stood by silently, and that was just as bad as what Peggy had done. Worse, she was a coward. At least Peggy had not considered they were being mean, but Mary had thought they were doing wrong. She could put herself in Venda's shoes. स्टडी पीरियड था, मेडी का ध्यान नहीं बैठ रहा है पढ़ाई में, बहुत कोशिश करती है, पेट में थोड़ी गड़बड़ है, सिक फीलिंग्स है और सोचती भी है कि व्हाट एवर वी डिड विथ वेंडा वाज नॉट करेक्ट. लेकिन शी डिड नॉट इवन ट्राई टू स्टॉप पेगी टीजिंग वेंडा, ये भी उसकी गलती थी, वो डरपोक थी, उसको ऐसा लग रहा है, क्योंकि अब वो अपने आप को वेंडा की जगह पर रख सकती है और समझ सकती है कि जो हुआ वो मेरे साथ भी हो सकता है, राइट। गुडनेस, wasn't there anything she could do? क्या वो कुछ नहीं कर सकती थी पैगी को रोकने के लिए? If only she could tell Wenda she hadn't meant to hurt her feelings. She turned around and stole a glance at Peggy, but Peggy did not look up. She seemed to be studying hard. Well, whether Peggy felt badly or not, Maddie had to do something. She had to find Wenda Petronsky. Maybe she had not yet moved away. Maybe Peggy would climb the heights, Boggins Heights with her. They would tell Wenda she had won the contest. They thought she was smart, 100 dresses were beautiful. Maddie wants to correct her mistake. वो पेगी को भी साथ में रखना चाहती है कि तू भी मेरे साथ चल, हम सब मिलकर, दोनों मिलकर वेंडा को ढूंढेंगे, उसको बोलेंगे कि हमने जो किया गलत था, तू बहुत अच्छी है, तेरी डिजाइन भी बहुत अच्छी है वगैरह। पश्चाताप करना चाहती है मेडी। पेगी करे ना करे, मेडी को बहुत बुरा फील हो रहा है। When school was dismissed in the afternoon, Peggy said with pretended casualness, "Hey, let us go and see if that kid has left town or not." So Peggy had the same idea. Maddie glowed. Peg was really all right. The two girls hurried out of the building, up the street toward Boggins Heights, the part of town that wore such a forbidding air on this kind of a November afternoon, drizzly, damp and dismal. दोनों लड़कियां जाती है कि चलो उस लड़की को ढूंढते हैं। मेडी खुश हो जाती है, उसका चेहरे पर चमक आ जाती है। दोनों लड़की जा रही है। वो उस देखो लिखा ना, Boggins Heights was that part of the town that was such a forbidding air, damp and dismal area है, जाओगे तो अच्छा फील ना हो, कहीं से बदबू आ रही है, बहुत ही नेगेटिव एनर्जी वाला वो प्लेस है। Well, at least said Peggy gruffly, I never did call her a foreigner or make fun of her name. I never thought she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. I thought she was too dumb. And look how she can draw. मुझे तो लगता था वो बहुत डफर है, एकदम बुद्धू है। और हाँ, मैंने उसके नाम को लेकर ऐसा मजाक नहीं उड़ाया। Maddie could say nothing. All she hoped was that they would find Wenda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry they had picked on her and how wonderful the whole school thought she was. Please, not to move away and everybody would be nice. She and Peggy would fight anybody who was not nice. The two girls hurried on. यानी ये सोच रहे कि हम वेंडा को ऐसा बोलेंगे कि तू कहीं मत जा, ये कर, वो कर, ये कर, वो कर, तू अच्छी है, हम सब तुम्हारे साथ अच्छा बिहेव करेंगे, वो सारी बातें। I think that is where the Petronskys live, said Maddie, pointing to a little white house, wisp of old grass stuck up here and there along the pathway like thin kittens. The house and its spares little yard looked shabby but clean. It reminded Maddie of Wenda's one dress, her faded blue cotton dress, shabby but clean. There was not a sign of life about the house. Peggy knocked firmly on the door. There was no answer. She and Maddie went around to the backyard, knocked there. Still there was no answer. There was no doubt about it. The Petronskys were gone. How could they ever make amends? Amends यानी how could they correct their mistakes? तो ये सोचते हैं कि भाई हम मैडी के वहाँ, पेगी के वहाँ, सॉरी वेंडा के वहाँ जाएंगे। उसके घर पर पहुंचते कोई नहीं था, पीछे से भी नॉक किया, कोई नहीं था। फाइनली उनको लगा कि अब ये लोग चले गए। तो दे वांटेड टू मेक अमेंड यानी दे वांटेड टू करेक्ट देयर मिस्टेक्स, राइट, कि हमने जो किया वो गलत था। इसमें ये आपको हमेशा एंड तक याद रखना है कि इट वाज मेडी हु वाज रियली सीरियस अबाउट अमेंडिंग, जबकि पेगी उतनी सीरियस नहीं है, कि पेगी को लगता है कि व्हाट एवर शी डिड was not wrong, उसको ऐसा लगता है। Well, anyway, said Peggy, she is gone now. So what can we do? Besides, when I was asking her all about dresses, she probably was getting a good idea for a drawing. She might not even have won the contest otherwise. क्या कहती है कि जब हम उसको चिढ़ा रहे थे ना ड्रेस को लेकर, तब वो इतनी स्मार्ट थी कि अपने नए नए आइडियाज वो इकट्ठे कर रही थी डिजाइन्स बनाने के। Maddie turned this idea carefully over in her head, for if there were anything in it, she would not have to feel so badly. But that night she could not get to sleep. She thought about Venda and her faded blue dress, the little house she had lived in, and she thought of the glowing picture those 100 dresses made, all lined up in the classroom. At last, Maddie sat up in bed, pressed her forehead tight in her hands, and really thought this was the hardest thing she had ever done. After a long time, she reached an important conclusion. वो तो आ गए वापस, मेडी को नींद नहीं आई। वो सोचती है कि जो हुआ वो गलत हुआ, अब उसको कुछ करना पड़ेगा। तो एक कंक्लूजन पर आती है। She decides something finally. She was never going to stand by and say nothing again. आज उसने मन में तय कर लिया कि अब वो कभी भी पेगी के साथ रहकर किसी की मजाक कभी नहीं करेगी, कभी नहीं। If she ever heard anybody picking on someone because they were funny looking or because they had strange name, she would speak up. ये भी तय कर लिया कि अब से किसी को उसने देखा कि कोई किसी और की मजाक उड़ा रहा है, just because that person had a funny name, तो उसको वो रोकेगी। Even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship, इस हद तक वो रेडी है कि पेगी की अगर दोस्ती भी गुमानी पड़े मुझे, तो मैं तैयार, लेकिन अब से किसी की मजाक, इतनी बुरी मजाक की जिसके कारण किसी को स्कूल छोड़नी पड़े, वो नहीं कर। After a long time, she had no way of making things right with Venda, but from now on she would never make anybody else at an end. चलो Venda तो has left, she cannot correct her mistake, but from now she can stop others doing the same thing that they were doing with Venda. वो तो रोक सकते हैं ना किसी को वो काम करते हो, किसी को कोई किसी की मजाक उड़ा रहा है वो रोक सकते हैं। On Saturday, Maddie spent the afternoon with Peggy. They were writing a letter to Venda Petronsky. It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest and telling Venda she had won. They told her how pretty her drawings were, and they asked her if she liked where she was living and if she liked her new teacher. They had meant to say they were sorry, but it ended up with their just writing a friendly letter, and the kind they would have written to any good friend. And they signed it with lots of love and hug. They mailed the letter to Boggin Height, writing please forward on the Saturday को मेडी जो आफ्टरनून का टाइम था पेगी के साथ थी, वो वेंडा को लेटर लिखना चाहते हैं, लिख भी रहे। एक्चुअली वो सॉरी लेटर होना चाहिए था, इट कुड हैव बीन एन एपोलॉजी लेटर, लेकिन वो माफी नहीं मांग पाए। पेगी को थोड़ा ईगो है, क्योंकि जब आप ऐसा सोचने लगो कि मैंने जो किया वो बिल्कुल गलत है ही नहीं, तो इसका मतलब ईगो तो है आप। तो बहुत सारा लिखा अच्छा है ना कि भाई तुम जहाँ होगी वहाँ खुश होगी, तुमको नए टीचर अच्छे लगते हैं कि नहीं, सारी बातें की, लॉट ऑफ लव एंड ब्लेसिंग, ये सारी बात माफी नहीं मांग पाए। Days passed and there was no answer, but the letter did not come back. So maybe Venda had received it. Perhaps she was so hurt and angry she was not going to answer. You could not blame her. बहुत सारे दिन चले गए, लेटर का जवाब नहीं आया, लेकिन आप वेंडा को फॉल्ट भी नहीं उसका है ना, आपने मजाक ही उसकी कर दी थी कि अब वो थोड़ी याद रखेगी। अच्छी दोस्त होते तो वो लिखती भी लेटर। A week went by and still Venda did not answer. Peggy had begun to forget the whole business. Maddie put herself to sleep at night, making speeches about Venda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her with how many dresses have you got. And before Venda could press her lips together in a tight line, the way she did before answering, Maddie would cry out, "Stop!" Then everybody would feel ashamed the way she used to feel. हफ्ते के हफ्ते चले गए, पेगी तो शायद भूल भी गई ये बात, लेकिन मेडी को भी अंदर से वो बेचैन। वो हर रोज कुछ स्पीच लिखती है, डायलॉग्स लिखती है, सीन क्रिएट करती है डायलॉग्स लिखकर, ड्रामा जैसा, कि पेगी को यानी कोई मेडी को चिढ़ा रहा है या और किसी को चिढ़ा रहा है, और मेडी वहाँ सामने आकर उस सबको डांटती है कि ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम, ऐसा वो विजुअलाइज कर रहे हैं और इमेजिन भी कर रहे हैं। Now it was Christmas time, there was snow on the ground, Christmas bells, small tree decorated the classroom. On the last day of school, before the holiday, the teacher showed the class a letter she had received that morning. You remember Venda, the gifted little artist who won drawing contest? Well, she has written, me, and I am glad to know where she lives. Now I can send her medal. I want to read her letter to you. The class sat up with a sudden interest and listened intently. Dear Miss Mason, how are you and room 13? Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. I would like that girl Peggy to have the drawing of green dress with the red trimming and her friend Maddie to have blue one. For Christmas I miss that school and my new teacher does not equalize with you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody. Peggy वेंडा का लेटर आया, टीचर बहुत खुश है. वेंडा ने लिखा है लेटर में कि आई होप कि आप सब बहुत अच्छे होंगे, खुश होंगे. मैं यहाँ पर खुश हूँ. वो 100 ड्रेसेस की जो डिजाइन है वो सब आप रख लो. सारी गर्ल्स को, खास करके पेगी को ग्रीन वाला दे देना, मेडी को ब्लू वाला दे देना. आई एम मिसिंग दिस स्कूल, यानी ये हमारे स्कूल को बहुत याद कर रही हूँ. मेरे नए टीचर इज नॉट एज गुड एज यू, वगैरह वगैरह. मेरी योर्स ट्रूली वेंडा. On the way home from school, Maddie and Peggy held their drawing very carefully. All the houses has red and holly in the बहुत सारे flowers की माला, garland जैसे hang किसी ने किए थे डेकोरेट करने के लिए. क्रिसमस का टाइम था. Outside the grocery store, 100 of Christmas trees were stacked and they were arranged. And in the window, candy peppermint sticks, cornucopias of shiny transparent papers. Cornucopias का meaning लिखा है. But still, the air smelled like Christmas and light shining everywhere, reflected different colors on the snow. अलग-अलग कलर्स की लाइट्स रखी गई थी अरेंज की डेकोरेट करने के लिए, सब ब्यूटीफुल लगने के लिए. और वो लाइट का रिफ्लेक्शन बर्फ पर गिरता था तो ऐसा लगता था कि अलग-अलग तरह का स्नो है कलर का. Boy, said Peggy, this shows she really likes her. This shows she got our lecture and this is her way of saying that everything is all right. And that is it. Peggy कहती है कि देखो इसने लेटर लिखा, हमको अलग, खास करके अलग अलग एक ड्रेस दिया, डिजाइन दी, इसका मतलब वो हमको पसंद करती है. I hope so, Maddie said sadly. She felt sad because she knew she would never see the little tight-lipped यानी हमेशा शांत रहने वाली और कम बोलने वाली polished girl again and couldn't even ever really make things. Maddie दुखी है क्योंकि अब वो कभी भी वेंडा को नहीं मिल पाएगी और अपनी गलती करेक्ट नहीं कर पाएगी. She went home. She pinned her drawing over a torn place in the pink flowered wallpaper in the bedroom. The shabby room came alive from the brilliancy of the color. Maddie sat down on her bed, looked at the drawing. She had stood by and said nothing, but Venda had been nice to her anyway. अपने अपने घर जाती है वेंडा. मेडी ने अपना ड्राइंग किसी एक जगह पर पिन कर दिया. अच्छा लग रहा था, जैसे रूम में रोशनी आ गई जब ये कलरफुल ड्रेस की डिजाइन. Tears blurred her eyes and she gazed for a long time at the picture. Then hastily she rubbed her eyes, studied it intently. Picture design को अच्छे से देखा. The colors in the dress were so vivid that she had scarcely noticed the face and head of the drawing, but it looked like her. Maddie, it really looked like her own mouth. Why, it really looked like her own self. Venda had really drawn this for her. Excitedly she wrote over. ड्राइंग को अच्छे से देखा तो ड्राइंग का जो हेड वाला पार्ट था वो एग्जैक्टली मेडी के फेस से मैच हो रहा था. खुश हो जाती है, अरे इसीलिए उसने बोला था कि ब्लू वाला मेडी ही रखे. अब उसने ये भी सोचा तो पेगी के ड्रेस में पेगी का चेहरा भी ऐसा दिखेगा शायद, तो वो सीधा पेगी के रूम में जाती. Peg, let me see your picture. What is the matter? asked Peggy as they clattered up to her room where Venda's drawing was lying face down on the bed. Maddie carefully raised it. Look, she drew you. That is you, she exclaimed. And the head and face of this picture did look like Peggy. Peggy का जो ड्रेस का डिजाइन था उसमें Peggy का चेहरा ही दिख रहा. What did I say, Peggy? She must have really liked her. वो हमको पसंद ही करती थी, इसीलिए तो हमारा चेहरा तक भी उसको याद है. Yes, she must have agreed, Maddie, and she blinked away the tears that came every time she thought of Venda. Standing alone in that sunny spot in the schoolyard, looking stolidly, yani absent-mindedly, over at the group of laughing girls after she had walked off after she had said, sure, 100 of them all lined up. तो मेडी कहती है कि हाँ सही है, वो हमको पसंद करती होगी। बाद में आंसू रुक नहीं रहे, हर बार वो वेंडा को याद करते, इमेजिन कर रही है कि वेंडा एक स्कूल में कहीं पर एक सनी स्पॉट है, यानी एक धूप वाली जगह वहाँ पर खड़ी है, एब्सेंट माइंडेडली दूसरी लड़कियों की ओर देख रही है। और जैसे वो बोलती है कि हाँ 100 ड्रेसेस तो है। ठीक है माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, द चैप्टर गेट्स ओवर हियर। अब नेक्स्ट वीडियो में नया चैप्टर। टिल देन टेक गुड केयर। थैंक यू। जय हिंद।